Welcome back.
Hello.
I'm gonna go shoot an alligator.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna talk about my kids. As we all know, the smaller a child is, the
Dumber it is.
the dumber the things they do are, and that often tends to lead to some hilarious hijinks. Why are you not just shooting?
Yeah, seriously, why are we just screaming on casual jog over? Hold it right there! My body is getting hot again! Aya is ready to take me on just by herself. Well, even if you did have more people with you, they'd just burn, right? Everyone else. But you are... Tell me, Eve! Why? Why me? Why am I the only one? You'll find out eventually.
Yeah, how did that dude survive?
Yeah. Even if you don't understand, don't worry. Your mitochondria will. They always known. I'm going to give you some time. Some time to think. And some time to evolve.
Some time to get bigger.
I wish you heard any louder. And the day shall arrive when you will awaken. I'm getting bad vibes.
I'm gonna turn into silly putty now.
Ew, I hate that.
Watch this impression I make on the bars. It's gonna be neat.
Yeah. It looks like she put way too much gel in her hair.
Seriously, like, what is with the hair?
Yeah.
Like, it's dead protein. There shouldn't be any mitochondria in her hair. Right?
You'd think.
I imagine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the music in this game just slaps. It's so good.
Listen, tambourines. I was not. It was an alligator. Or a crocodile.
It's a tadpole with teeth.
Yeah. It's like a leather purse. The alligator.
I'm gonna turn it into a leather purse.
Alligator skin purses. It came alive.
I'm gonna make you shoes. You missed, asshole.
So should we sit with me running to the wall?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, alright, we'll tell that story. Ow! Alright, so, as we all know, children have very poor spatial awareness. And, the house we used to live in had the staircase was two parts. It had 3 steps from the first floor up to a landing. And then the rest of the staircase turned a different direction. And then it went all the way up the steps to a T-junction. And still in that giggly phase of play when toddlers learn to run. And, of course, we're playing in the living room. And we start the whole I'm gonna get you game. And you thought it was a bright idea to run up the stairs. So I'm on the landing, and you're on the second or third step up, and I'm like, I'm gonna get you. And I do that juke thing, right, where it's like, huh! You lunge forward just a little bit, and you took off, ran up those steps as fast as you could. And when you got to the top, you thought it'd be a good idea to look back to see where I was. And completely failed to turn. And ran full force as hard as you were going, smack into the wall. And it put you right on your ass. And you never even cried because you were laughing so hard. I thought you would, like, knock yourself out because you just, like, crumpled to the ground. And I get up to the top of the steps, and of course your mother is down at the bottom of the steps, panicking. And I get up to the top of the steps, and there you are, like, convulsing with your mouth open. And I'm like, oh my god, she's having a seizure. And then you took a breath. And I was like, oh god, no, she's laughing. And then I started laughing. And then your mother's at the bottom of the steps. What? Was she okay? She's fine. And we're both sitting up there laughing hysterically. You were, of course, fine. But, oh man, it was just... The sequence of events was... I'm gonna get you! Thump, 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 thump! Bam! And it was just that fast. When we were in the hospital, you were coming into the world. The nurses actually had to ask me to stop
right.
Because, here, this is you. Hang on, I'll tell the story in a minute. This is you.
When I was awakened, just tell me what you want, Eve!
Yeah, we got a bunch of dialogue. We'll get through that. Remind me of the nurses asked me to be quiet.
Yeah.
We're live in front of Carnegie Hall, which has become a scene of complete chaos. Miss, you are the sole survivor of this horrible The sole survivor? That's not true.
Did my boyfriend die?
You are the sole survivor of this horrible ordeal, correct?
No!
Until now, this combustion theory has been acknowledged only by occult enthusiasts.
Please, just leave me alone.
Ah, here's my boy. This incident happened to take place on Christmas Eve of all nights. I would like to represent the citizens of the city and interview you exclusively. Are you crazy? Jim, did you get this on tape? Scram, buddy.
Daniel!
Sorry, I'm late. I love this dude.
My polygonal boobs.
They're pointy.
There's so much.
Look at how pointy her hair is.
Yeah.
So sharp.
I don't know which one unnerves me more.
Or her elf ears.
Yeah.
Or polygonal dress.
My non-existent nose.
I mean, it's there. It just looks like it's...
Yeah, it's just a weird mole.
Graphics are hard.
Yeah.
You okay? That was really something that happened back there.
Yes! Oh, for my date!
Heard from a cop that your boyfriend ran out of there like a wuss. Sorry, your date didn't go well.
It's not like that! I had him escort me because he kept pestering me for a date.
Yeah, but of all places, the opera? There's a story. So why the opera, huh? Is that the in thing right now?
Saw the ad in the paper. No, just caught my eye. This is a...
Don't tell me you were onto this case. Ha! So you finally got some cop instinct in you, huh?
Yeah, that's why my boobs are so sharp. Instinct. Daniel, shouldn't you be with your son? It's Christmas Eve.
He knows his dad's a cop. My boy understands. Anyway, to change the subject, I heard things from people who were there. This is one hell of an incident, huh?
Mitochondria. Symbiosis? When was I in the hospital?
You're having a breakdown. Hey, you asleep? Oh well. Don't blame you after what you've been through tonight.
My eye just opened.
It all started with this incident. 6 days that were to become a nightmare for all. People will eventually forget and go on with their lives. Oh, this is Aya talking, but...
Oh, sorry.
It's narrated, so... But I'll never forget it. It was pure terror. But... it was also 6 days filled with familiar memories. Hey, you okay? You ought to be resting.
Wish I could, but I'm the only one who knows what happened last night.
I've been gathering some info on Melissa. She's got no relatives, no close friends. She was sick often, always on some kind of medication. The people at the opera said they were amazed she could even stand on stage. Her apartment burned down right after the incident, so we have no info on her medication. So what's all this spontaneous combustion stuff all about?
It wasn't exactly spontaneous. People were actually set on fire.
Oh, come on. Like one of those ESP things.
That's the best way to describe it for now.
ESP, huh? Well, I'm not buying it. But if you're right, how are we supposed to deal with something like that? I believe her. After all, I is the only witness so far. But if you're going to take on a suspect like that, you'd better ask Baker for a better sidearm. I'm going to get a new gun. I read your report.
I think it look worse in this cutscene, Jesus.
Yeah. Still hard to believe, but we can't deny all those deaths. We're going to go all out to solve this case. Make sure you're well equipped. Go down to the weapons department. Give this permit to Torres. I'll help you out.
Am I allowed to be on this case if I'm a witness?
That's
especially like that.
Good question. Good question. Because you're just like a street cop.
Yeah, that's why it should be in therapy, not on the case of the gun.
Seriously, you just watched an entire auditorium full of people burst into flames.
And then fought an alligator.
And then fought a giant alligator in the sewers. After watching a woman mutate. You're gonna need some long company-approved therapy sessions. Right. And of course, you know, they have your mom hooked up to all those pads and stuff, monitor her heart rate and oxygen levels and all that stuff.
Yeah, as per hospital.
Yeah, for a hospital. And she couldn't sleep, right? The contractions are kind of regular by this point, so there's periods where she's just like, oh God, I hurt so much. And then there's periods where she's like, oh my God, I'm so tired. During the periods of, oh God, it hurts so much, me being who I am, I'm trying to be entertaining and make her laugh. Well, apparently I'm very good at my job, because she'd laugh so hard she'd start setting off the heart monitor, where it's like, oh my God, she's having a heart attack. And then the alarms would start going and the nurses would come in, and there'd be like 3 nurses. They'd have a crash cart and everything. And she's laying in bed laughing. I'm sitting in the chair next to the bed laughing. And they walk in and they see us and they're like, all right. And after the 3rd time that happened, sorry, this guy's, he doesn't say anything.
Okay.
It's not plot important. After the 3rd time, the nurse asked me to step out of the room, and she's like, look, it's like 4:30 in the morning, right? She's like, look, she needs to get some rest. Okay, so either you can either sit in there and then keep her company and encourage her to rest, or I'm gonna have to ask you to leave and just let her rest, and we will call you when it's time for Dad to come back. And I'm like, all right. But yeah, I had her laughing so hard, the nurses thought she was dying.
3 times.
3 times. 3 times in the course of 2 hours. Yeah, it was fun. And then you showed up at like 5:30 in the morning.
An hour later.
Yeah, it was like an hour later.
She stopped laughing. I'm like, okay, you know what? I don't like it here anymore.
Well, yeah, like the shaking stopped, and you're like, all right, it's time to leave. Jesus Christ. An M16, really? Thanks for that, I guess.
What other dumb baby stories do we got? Ellie's one who
I was just going to. Elizabeth. We call her Ellie.
Ew.
I know. We call her Ellie. As a child, she earned the nickname, well, not earned, but was christened Ellie Belly, because boy oh boy,
did I have a belly?
She could eat. It was just me. It was just me at home. You and Mom were out with Pappy John, and it was just me and Ellie.
Yeah.
And I have her on her in her bouncy chair while I'm standing there next to the bed folding laundry. And she starts getting fussy, gets hungry. And I had a full 8-ounce bottle of formula and a full 8-ounce bottle of pumped milk. And of course, me being the awesome dad that I am, stopped what I was doing, fed my child, and then back in her bouncy seat, and then back to folding laundry. She was a bouncer. Ellie was. Destroyed 2 cribs
from shaking them.
And as she's in her bouncy chair, she is violently, like, up and down, up and down, up and down. Just a laughing and giggling. And, hey, what's up, little kid?
I thought it was like a small Asian man. Hey there! You lost?
Ben? Daddy! I love you, Daddy. That's gonna be his voice.
So, this is Ben, huh?
Ben, this is Aya. Now, what are you doing here? Here. I love you, Daddy. Tickets? Oh, yeah. The concert. Sorry, son. Daddy's real busy today. I promise I'll make up for... Fine! I hate you, Daddy! Ben!
He's gonna die, isn't he?
He gets it from his mother.
Death?
The weird.
Oh.
Guess every kid needs a mother.
That's not true! I was raised by my father, too, after my mother died. I'm always grateful for him.
Yeah, well, his mother's still alive.
Oh, wow, divorce, okay.
Yeah. What was I talking about?
Bouncing Ellie.
Right. And there she is, bouncing. And it all happened so fast. I had her in the middle of the bed on the bouncy chair, and then I had everybody's laundry like around the bouncy chair.
Back when we still did laundry.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we still do laundry. We just don't fold it and put it away anymore because there's so many of you.
Yeah.
It all happened so fast. And I'll never forget the solid stream of white. Right? Because she just put it away. Right?
Yeah.
I did the pumped first. And, like, she put that away. And she was still, like, fussy and mad. And I burped her and did all the stuff. And made sure she was still. She was like, no, I'm still hungry. So I was like, fine. She ate the other full one, 16 full ounces in the tiny little belly. And one bounce was all it took in just the right angle. And it was like an arc of just solid white cream in just an arch. A perfect arch. Like if you've ever seen someone projectile vomit with their whole mouth, like it was that. Okay?
I was a majestic child.
It was serene. And it just splashed all over the clothes, all over the bed, all over me. The second round was all over you in a puddle. Like your onesie was ruined. You were sitting in a puddle of vomit on your chair. It was just... And then you were fine. You were just as happy about it as could be. You didn't fuss while I changed you or cleaned you up. Or you were just the happiest. You were a pig in shit. You were just so happy. You ate, immediately threw it all up, and we're fine.
You were looking for me?
Yeah, from my chair. Yes.
That's what I do now.
What?
I eat, I throw up, I'm fine.
No. That's not good. Not every time.
Yeah, not every
That's
time.
called bulimia. You don't have an eating disorder.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Yes. We're having a press conference now, and I want you there, too.
Me?
That's right. You'll be on national television as the sole survivor of that incident.
I'm not the sole survivor. We talked about this.
I know, but it sells, right?
Yeah, I see.
But you only answer when I ask you. The media is just looking for anything to grill us about. They may even turn you into a suspect, so you let me do the talking. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then. Let's go meet the press. Huh? That's a CBS reference. I think it's CBS. Might be NBC. I don't know.
You're saying words.
Meet the Press. It's a news show.
No.
So are you saying this could be the work of a terrorist? That is what we currently speculate. How about accounts of officers and firemen at the scene bursting into flames? That was due to a rare, highly flammable chemical which was used to start the fire. Another question. Then how did Detective Brea survive without so much as a minor burn? That is a result of her quick thinking and training as an officer. I'm asking her the question. She
said that my mitochondria were a mutation.
Your mitochondria.
Like I was confused.
Who said this?
Melissa. No, she said she was Eve.
But according to her report, Melissa Pierce was killed in the fire.
Melissa did die. Her body was overtaken by this Eve. Yeah, I'm sounding crazy.
What's this Eve? Some kind of an alien? Please. She's very tired and we're still investigating. That'll be all for today.
I can't get that shit, can I?
Good job. Turned it into a goddamn circus.
Yeah, I'm great doing that.
I thought I told you not to say anything.
I'm telling the truth, sir. Wow, you did that one time.
That is not the point. Who's going to believe you? You'll only stir up the media and cause people to panic. Sir, she was only...
This phone call.
Baker here. Who? What does he want? I'll put him through then. This is Captain Baker. What? Me? You'll have to speak up. Yes. What? Yes. All right.
Can we have one side conversation down here?
Some Japanese scientist, I think. Couldn't understand his English too well. He was raving about some mito something. Says he's coming over here. Mito?
Is it mitochondria?
You mean that thing in the cell that makes energy from oxygen?
The powerhouse, stupid.
Might have heard something about that in school.
Powerhouse!
Mitochondria?
Did someone say mitochondria?
He like pokes at it. Mitochondria?
She just falls from the ceiling. Her hair just...
Mitochondria? Powerhouse?
Cells?
Cells are boring.
Then it's time for the mitochondria to be set free.
That's a Team 4-star reference. Hey, I just read that some researcher at the museum wrote a new theory on them.
Convenient, huh?
Sir, I'm taking Aya to go talk to this researcher.
Why is his butt so deep?
I don't know. Look at those cheeks, though.
Jesus.
Wow, that's where all the budget for this game went. Nyx's sculpted butt. Zoom in on that butt. Look at them cheeks. Buns of steel. So,
The better animate my boobs.
dude, needs to unclench now. Go. Better get there before the media. May explain that phone call, too. Yes, sir. Come on, Aya. We're going to the Museum of Natural History. Dr. Hans Klomp will be there.
Dr. Klump, what's his area of research?
Well, according to the papers, he's working on a new theory. Mitochondria is something, but it seems to cover the whole genetic spectrum.
Oh, so he's a biologist. That's odd. I'm a PhD. I'm working in a museum.
Well, he's pretty antisocial and doesn't like to waste time outside research.
Oh,
He's a Sigma.
great. We're going to have a grand time with this one. Do I not change clothes? Oh, wait, no, it's the same day.
It is the same day. Yeah, I know where you're going with this. Just be careful this time, huh?
Are you referring to the press conference?
Yeah.
Rude. Daniel, why did you kiss the cheese butt? Which is not as magnificent as Nick's.
I gotta work my way up the butt chain to get to Nyx. The Chiefs is just next.
You two joined the force at the same time, didn't you?
Yeah, well, that was years ago. Now he's my boss. It's been a while since I visited the museum. Dinosaur exhibit. Loved these things when I was a kid. Huh, looks like it's closed today. Must be a Sunday. Well, let's see what that security guard can do for us.
Why'd you just leave me here?
What, did he, shout that?
Seriously, though. It's a weird
Hey there, how you doing? Doing okay? Pretty cold day, though. How about yourself? We're with the NYPD. We're looking for a Dr. Klomp. He works here, doesn't he? Sure does. Matter of fact, he's up there in his room right now. Did he do something? Nah, we just want to talk to him, that's all.
Thank you. Shouldn't take long.
Place is pretty creepy without any people. You'll find him in the research lab on the second floor. He's been pretty busy for the past few weeks. Doesn't come out. Ever. Thanks. Not even to use the bathroom?
I'm more concerned about eating. You can't use the bathroom if you don't eat.
Oh, by the way, could you sign in? It's policy. Lets us keep track of who comes in. Thanks, Aya.
Gee, Daniel, you sure you don't want to run down here and do it yourself?
Notebook's on the counter. Thanks.
Oh my god, he's like eating over there. Oh, just my name?
Yep, that should be enough. Unless you want to leave your number, too.
You are so much older than him. Did I just flip him off or did I sign my name?
You signed your name. While flipping him off. Hey, Aya. Over here.
Wow, this is creepier in person.
Excuse me. Hello? Hey! Dr. Clamp!
He's merely a
Dr.
warning.
Clamp! I hear you.
We're with the NYPD. We'd like to ask you a few questions. Sir?
I'm gonna hit him.
Professor! We're looking for clues concerning the incident which occurred.
Are you accusing me?
What? This again? What is this? I can't even read my own text.
I'm blind! Oh, no, wait.
This man! I know him, I think.
What's wrong? You okay, Aya?
Why? Yeah.
We'd like to ask you about the mitochondria research you've been doing. NYPD, huh? Why are you interested in my work?
The suspect mentioned that mitochondria would be set free. Now, do you?
That suspect ignited people without laying a finger on them. Then it transformed into some kind of creature and ran off.
Since you mentioned mitochondria, we hope that you could supply us with some info.
You two have absolutely no idea what the true mitochondria is like.
It's the powerhouse of the cell.
Do you? The mitochondria possesses its own unique genetic code.
Its own? Are you saying it's a separate organism?
Precisely. Kind of like a parasite or something, huh? Parasite?
That's an interesting way of describing this most fascinating creature. We cannot live without mitochondria. Do you understand? The mitochondria creates energy for us. Without it, we are nothing. We are here because the mitochondria allows us to be here. Our brain, for example. The brain functions due to the interaction between axons and dendrites. The interaction is possible due to the energy the mitochondria provides. Did you know the mitochondria is capable of discharging 200,000 volts of electricity?
That's why it's a powerhouse!
This not only pertains to electrical discharge, but also applies to heat energy as well. But they're measured differently.
Heat?
Than the combustions from last night were. For a human to burn and melt, 1,600 degrees of heat must be generated. There are several hundred mitochondria present within a single cell. If all the mitochondria in the body began functioning at the same time, a tremendous amount of energy would be generated and released. Melting a human into a puddle of fluid would be a simple task with so much energy.
So, you're saying the mitochondria united these people?
Professor, you may be right in that we need the mitochondria to live, but in the end, we're just using them for energy, right? You have no idea. The mitochondria has control over an organism's growth. Take this hand, for example. Before we're born, this hand is merely a glob of flesh. But when cells between the fingers deteriorate, that's when the fingers first form. When the cells which make up the body aren't needed anymore, it receives a signal to die. This signal is initiated by the mitochondria. When it is relayed, the genetic information in the nucleus is cut off, and in essence, dies. The same can be said for aging. The mitochondria mutates 10 times faster than cells. Of course, this also applies to mutant forms of mitochondria as well. When too many mutant mitochondria multiply, energy production level decreases. The decrease in energy production is associated with the aging process. So, are you still stupid enough to say that we are the higher species? But you're not saying that the mitochondria is doing all this consciously, right? When I said that the mitochondria could mutate 10 times faster than normal cells, I also meant that they could evolve at a rate 10 times faster. Science doesn't work that way, dude. Since the beginning of creation, the mitochondria has been evolving at this rate. It's no surprise if they possess a power beyond our cognition. No surprise at all. Let me tell you something. There was a scientist who tried to determine the mutation rate of mitochondria. With this, the scientist wanted to establish a connection with human ancestry. In 1987, it was announced that the root of all humans can be traced to a single woman in Africa. This finding was announced around the world, and with this, the mitochondrial theory spread like wildfire. You know what they call the root of it all? Mitochondria Eve. Splendid name, just incredible.
Eve? That sounds like in yesterday's case called herself Eve. Wow.
What? Hey, if you know anything, you better not be holding back on us. She called herself Eve. Sorry, but I've told you what I know. I'd like to return to my studies now. I believe you know the way out. Hey! You better explain what the hell is going on here!
Daniel, forget it. Let's just go.
God damn it!
Maybe he'll die. I don't know.
I'm gonna punch him. What the hell is wrong with that guy? I can't stand him.
Batman! I've seen him before.
I thought you said Batman.
Yeah, Batman. Batman.
We're in the wrong city for that.
We're on the East Coast. But I can't remember where. Can you remember them?
It's Daniel. What? Okay, we'll be right there.
What?
Ah, yeah. Looks like we got a break in the case.
What?
We gotta get back to the station, Aya. Hang on, I'm kicking us into turbo.
I had to get the caramel off my teeth.
You know, if I heard in the news that a bunch of people combusted into flames in an opera theater, I would not go out in general for a while, honestly.
Right? Where's Nix and his beautiful buns?
Yeah, seriously.
Why is it just Werner?
Word, man.
Melissa's solo concert was scheduled for today. She had disappeared after last night's incident, and the concert was cancelled. But people are still gathering at the stage. We must not let another massacre happen again.
People are stupid. We might as well let them.
The concert is at the Central Park Amphitheater. Central Park?
What is it, Daniel?
Ben and Lorraine. They're at that concert.
What? Why? Why did they go?
Screw you, Baker. My son's in danger. Watch his back.
You could... Yes, sir. I mean...
That's a lot of ground to cover. I'll do my best.
Yeah, we're just gonna hike my way there. Because he took the car, I imagine.
Yeah, like he just like took off. Oh no, there he is.
Well, I run fast. We talk fast, actually.
Bye. Go warm the car up. I'll be right out.
When are you going to let me tune up the guns? I didn't ask to be assigned here to watch over the warehouse all day, you know. As long as you see guns as toys, you'll never touch them. Hey, I know I can make a stronger gun than you. Guns aren't supposed to be stronger, you numbskull. They're supposed to be safer.
Yeah, you numbskull.
Yeah.
Fine, you geezer.
Did I interrupt something, boys? Do I need to come back later? Hey, Wayne, hold my stuff.
What the hell does Eve want from us?
Well, it looks like she wants to gather people in one big area.
Damn, that thing's got my boy involved. She's gonna pay for this.
Let's hurry!
Just hang in there, Ben. I'm coming for you.
Daniel, stop!
I gotta get my boy, Rookie. Oh, I'm on
Oh
fire!
my god!
Whoa!
Sometimes you have to look before you leap, old timer.
I don't care if I burn.
I think someone will. Till I said that.
Ben's my son. He's the only family I've got. Damn it, I can't do anything.
Leave it to me!
Well, but...
I'll get them out safe, I promise. Besides, Ben needs you. You won't do him any good if you're dead.
Alright. I'm counting on you, Aya.
I know.
I'll disappoint you spectacularly.
Alright, next episode. We're gonna go through Central Park. Kill the animals. Bunch of snakes, couple of bears, ton of birds.
Imagine.
Until the next time we decide to play Parasite Eve. Thank you all for joining us.
Yeah.
Don't forget to do the thing.
Check out our Patreon, subscribe, like, and what else was there?
I don't know, leave a comment. Tell us how much you think we're terrible.
Yeah. Tell us how bad of a parent Dad is.
Yeah. Yeah. Tell me how bad of a parent I am and give me some advice on how I can do better.
It's too late now, but like...
Well, yeah, I mean, it's not too late. You guys are still growing. No, nobody's done, right? I'm still growing. Anyway. Where'd that go? Oh, God. Bye.
Bye.
Don't blame you after what you've been through tonight.
My eye just opened. Staring down at my I'm very sharp.
Iro, get your ass out of the microphone. No one wants to hear that. God, will people stop farting while I'm recording content?